We're back outside.
Yeah, extra-crick-ular activity. Got the crick back there. But you can't see it because there's a tree. But trees are beautiful too.
Yeah, and I'm hoping the cicadas don't sound as bad this time.
They might.
Because they were loud as fuck.
We're starting to race hell right now, actually.
Yeah, they literally
wait till we're here.
not start making noise until 2 seconds ago.
We get it. You hate us. But this is our planet too. We didn't ask to be here, first of all.
That's true. Very true.
Now they're yelling. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I don't know why they're... Oh well.
They think we're cute.
Okay.
They want to get our numbers.
I don't think that's it.
423-341-8930.
Is that your real number?
Yeah.
That you just gave out?
Yeah. I don't even care.
You just doxed yourself, man.
I can't wait for you guys to start calling me fucking names and shit.
You may want to back up a little bit. It looks like you're like 3 times the size as I am.
Today we have the Iron Giant and his friend. What was that little boy's name?
Hogarth.
Hogarth. What kind of fucking name?
Hogarth Hughes. And the only reason I remember that is because when the army guy finds his BB gun and his name was written on it, but the BB gun was like broken in half.
Yeah.
So he looked at it and he was like, "Hog hug."
Hog hug.
Yeah, so his name was Hogarth Hughes.
Hogarth.
And Harry Connick Jr. did the voice of what's his name, Dean? Is that his name?
Dean.
The mechanic guy?
Oh yeah.
That movie is actually based on an album by Pete Townsend from The Who, though.
The movie is?
Yeah, Pete Townsend was actually an executive producer on that movie.
That's badass.
Because he made a concept album in 1989 called The Iron Man.
Oh, really?
And that's what it was about. And it was based off a children's book called The Iron Man by Ted Hughes that came out in like the 80s.
Dude, read the third headline.
I've already got the Florida Man stuff pulled up. I've got it ready. The one for today, there's actually 2 for today's date, but we're going to make you wait for that because they are probably the best 2 I've seen. Did you see the top one?
No. More men in the home.
So, yeah. Can't wait to reveal those.
It feels good to laugh.
Yeah, we only do it once a week whenever we...
Yeah, we only laugh once a week. The rest is just suicide. No, just kidding. We're not those guys.
Well, do you have your new mission statement for the show ready?
I do. Let's go pull her up here, you know?
Because what we're going to do, we came up with a mission statement.
Yeah.
And Seth has typed it out because it is...
perfect.
It's perfect the way it is. And he doesn't want to forget any of it, so...
I had to write it down. What do you expect? What do you expect from me? I'm a burnout. Yeah, I'm not going to remember.
So yeah, we're going to...
I can't remember any goddamn thing. But we're gonna do this speech. Because I said I'd do it. And he's going to play the banjo. Like a goddamn champ.
Because...
He just got the banjo? I don't know.
No, because this is an American show and there's no instrument more American than a goddamn banjo.
Yeah.
Especially the area where we're from.
Hello, Eastern Tennessee.
All right.
All right, here we go. I love this fucking riff. So, after doing a thorough analysis of the podcast so far, I've realized that there is no point or any chance of any endorsements at this point. They'd have to be starving Jews who really needed the money and already had millions in the bank account. That is why I will not apologize for any of the horrible things on this channel. It's going to reach 4 people, and they're going to laugh, and that's okay with me. Because horrible things are funny, okay? And lighthearted jokes are funny too. Jokes are just supposed to be funny, people. That's the point. No matter how fucked up this gets, I'm not trying to offend anyone. If anything, you need to look at where I'm coming from and realize this is all just one big joke. All of it. All that back there, this guy doing this thing right here, me having this face, it's all just one big joke. And you just gotta realize that for about an hour when you come to this channel. Just an hour is all we're asking. This is a podcast for the people. The people. Real human beings. And honestly, I don't think an apology would be worth a fuck at this point. This show's unscripted, it's crude, it's crass, and it's downright instigating at some points. We're gonna find your hollow spots. We're gonna make fun of them. We do not care. We're anti-America, anti-Trump, anti-Obama, anti-Julius Caesar, anti-everybody and everything. Your feelings are just the same as our feelings. So I know for a fact, they don't fucking matter. At all. Yeah, so... And if I have to say, I burned a hooker in the Dollar General parking lot to make you numb for a second, I'm gonna do that. In the words of another DG, Donald Glover, this is America, and we're bringing it to you live. That was beautiful. I feel like we did perfect. We're never... I don't think anybody's better than we are, honestly.
Not after that.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
Not after an intro like that, people.
That made me sweaty. I missed, I got lost in a paragraph. I was like, uh-oh.
It made me cry. Made me tear up a little bit.
Don't cry, dude. We're men.
It's just
we have chest hair.
It's just very emotional.
Okay. I was like, okay, I understand. It's been hard lately. It's been hard.
So yeah, that's the sponsor of this episode. Our own mission statement and homemade banjos.
Hey, do you remember that one Ludacris song where Ludacris was...
Bitch.
No, when he was like, I stay harder than a cinder block, man.
Yes!
It's a pretty solid fucking line.
I do remember that.
Cinder blocks are pretty hard.
Always.
It's a great observation.
Always hard.
Wish I was Ludacris. Huh.
I wish I just had his money.
I am Ludacris.
Oh, God.
I meant the literal term.
Oh, we're so punny.
I had to point it out.
I thought you meant like the actual
word. I'm just gonna part my hair and make a Woodstock cover band. Not like a band cover band, but we're just gonna cover the entire Woodstock show.
So like the entire show, or just like the album that they released of it?
No, all of it. Ooh, the entire.
Every band,
entire
every song,
yes.
Every set.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna throw mud at people.
There were a couple people that died at Woodstock. Yeah, they did. Hold on.
Wonder how.
This is a fact-based show,
yeah.
As you know. So,
did they have a hippie fight?
How many people?
It was just a bunch of
died.
Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Look at my bandana.
Woodstock.
There was a guy yesterday.
2 people died
Two
at
people
Woodstock.
died? That's not bad.
Despite having over 500,000 people at the Woodstock Festival, only 2 died. One person died of a drug overdose.
Shocking.
The other person was sleeping in a sleeping bag under a tractor, and the driver did not know he was there and accidentally ran him over. Yeah, so...
I'm gonna burn in hell for that.
So, yeah.
But I can't not.
I thought it was something like that, and I think there was...
Fuck it.
There was another one, I think like Woodstock 94.
Yeah, that was a rough one. It burned down.
Yeah, like Limp Bizkit, like
Kurt
told
Cobain.
Limp Bizkit told everyone to burn shit while they were playing their song "Break Stuff," and
Good going, Fred Durst.
Yeah,
I knew there was a
there was like a bunch of rape at that one too. Like a bunch of rape happened.
I can't believe we live in America. Sorry. Rape at Woodstock. That's what
94
we're talking
though,
about.
not the 69, not the original.
It should have happened in 60.
All right, so are you ready to? If we're doing a Woodstock cover band,
Yeah,
there were 32 total bands there.
I'm ready.
You realize that, right?
I ain't
They
scared.
each played between an hour to 3 hours.
I'm not backing down, dude.
All kinds of different musical tastes, though. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Who, Jefferson Airplane, Sly and the Family Stone, Country Joe and the Fish.
Jean-Claude Van Damme actually broke some boards and stuff when they were changing sets.
Did he?
No, but that would be fucking awesome. Like,
So yeah, hold
I
on.
don't even think he was famous then, to be honest with you.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna look and see just how many songs we're looking at covering.
Probably just like 20 or something.
20? Okay. Alright, so the full list of performers: Richie Havens,
I sound just like that guy.
Sweetwater, Bert Sommer, Tim Hardin, Ravi Shankar, Melanie, Arlo Guthrie, Joan Baez, Quill, Country Joe, McDonald, Santana, John Sebastian, the Keith Hartley Band, the Incredible String Band, Canned Heat, Mountain, Grateful Dead, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Janis Joplin, Sly and the Family Stone, The Who, Jefferson Airplane, Joe Cocker, Country Joe and the Fish, 10 Years After, The Band, Johnny Winter, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Sha Na Na, and Jimi Hendrix.
You know the only thing I'm wondering right now? How many people did Ronnie Shanker stab?
Ravi Shankar?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's like, he plays the sitar.
Oh,
Yeah, did you not know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he plays the sitar.
That's badass. That's hard to play.
Yeah, 17 strings.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. List
Probably
of
just tripping on acid the whole time.
Here's the full list of performances.
Really feeling it.
Okay, well, just from the first 2 performers, we're already at 20 songs. They each did 10 songs.
I'm telling you, we got it in the bag.
Looks like everybody did 10 songs almost.
That's a pretty good set. People got their money's worth at Woodstock. I think that's why it was so, monumental.
Yeah, I think there were a bunch of people that were like asked to play that didn't.
I bet they regret that shit.
Yeah, like hold on. I think it had a list here. Let's see.
The band would have been a good fit.
They were there.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I missed it.
Let's see. Where did I see that at? I just saw it a second ago. Declined invitations. Bob Dylan declined. Simon and Garfunkel, the Jeff Beck Group, Led Zeppelin, the Byrds, Chicago, Tommy James and the Shondells, the Moody Blues, Arthur Lee, Free, Mind Garage, The Doors, Spirit, Joni Mitchell, Lighthouse, Roy Rogers, Procol Harum, Jethro Tull, Raven, Blues Image, Iron Butterfly, The Rascals, James Taylor, The Beatles, and the Rolling Stones all declined.
I gotta be honest with you. The 2 that shocked me the most that declined Woodstock, the Doors and the Rolling Stones, that's like right up their alley. Everybody's fucked up.
Yeah, it says the Rolling Stones were sent an invitation but declined because Mick Jagger was in Australia filming the film Ned Kelly, and Keith Richards' girlfriend Anita Pallenberg had just given birth to their first son.
Alright, that's a good reason.
So, let's see. There were inquiries about the Beatles appearing, but did not respond to the invites. James Taylor, who was signed to the Beatles label at the time, the Beatles did respond. They declined, and they had asked James Taylor, who was also signed to the same label as the Beatles, so whenever the Beatles declined, they just pulled James Taylor's invitation.
Yes. Why weren't the Doors there?
The Doors. Where was it? The Doors were considered as a potential performing band, but canceled at the last moment. According to guitarist Robbie Krieger, they turned it down because they thought it would be a second-class repeat of the Monterey Pop Festival, but they later regretted the decision.
Yeah, as you should, Jim. Jim was probably too drunk.
But a lot of people that played there, said they didn't like it.
Didn't like playing Woodstock?
They didn't like it, yeah. Pete Townsend from The Who, he said that it was just a muddy shit show.
Sounds like it, honestly. If you watch the videos and stuff, you're like,
And Jimi Hendrix has said that it was like the worst concert that he had ever given. Like, a lot of people that ended up playing there, ended up hating that they played there.
Jeez. And then they brought it back. Do you remember when, in '94 Woodstock, whenever Primus played My Name is Mud?
Yeah.
And they just threw a bunch of fucking mud at Les Claypool, and Les Claypool stopped, and he was like, "Are you people a bunch of fucking animals?" Quit throwing mud at me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know that they had a Woodstock 99 too.
Did they really?
Yeah, and the list of performers was like... Hold on, let me pull that up. Because it's like... so they had a Woodstock 79, 89, 94, and 99.
Damn.
So let's look at Woodstock 79. Oh, it was just a jam session.
Sweet.
So it was Richie Valens, Taj Mahal, Country Joe and the Fish, Canned Heat, Jeff Skunk Baxter, Elliot Randall, Rick Danko from the band, Stephen Stills, Paul Butterfield, and Johnny Winter just all got together and played and jammed the whole time.
I gotta be honest, man. The band, probably one of my favorite bands of all time.
You like them?
I love the band. I've never heard a song by the band that I didn't like. Which is weird because they have such a dumb name. It's the coolest name though too, right? I mean,
yeah.
Imagine coming up with the band and it actually worked.
Yeah.
Like, that's
well,
fucking cool.
You know why they called themselves that, right?
No.
They used to, they started out as Bob Dylan's backing band.
Yeah.
And whenever Bob Dylan would, come out on stage, he'd be like, "My name's Bob Dylan, this is the band, and we're gonna play some songs." And so that's where they got it from.
Oh, so that's even cooler. See, I always thought the name, that's like my favorite name for a band ever.
The band.
I wish I would have thought about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things you're like, fuck. I could have thought of that.
Woodstock 89 was spontaneous.
Really?
Anyone was invited to perform regardless of skill levels or critical acclaim.
Dude, we could have played.
The majority of performers were lesser known local bands.
Hey, see what I'm saying? We missed our chance.
Let's see. Then Woodstock 94, we talked about that. Woodstock 99. You ready for the lineup?
Oh, I sure am.
Well, actually, let's talk about some controversies.
Oh, violence.
Oppressive heat, which reached over 100 degrees, and difficult environmental conditions marred the festival. Let's see. They were prohibited from bringing food and water into the venue and were met with high prices once inside. they had to buy from on-site vendors whose merchandise was expensive. Burritos were $10, hot dogs and sandwiches were $5, a 10-inch pizza was $12, and a 20-ounce water bottle was $4.
No.
Yeah, that's...
I'm not going to pay $4 for your water. Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll steal it before I do that shit.
The number of toilets installed proved insufficient for the number of attendees. Within a short time, some facilities, notably the portable toilets and showers on site, were unusable and overflowing.
And overflowing. Not with knowledge, though. With shit.
Alright, so yeah, these are the performers from Woodstock 99. I don't even know a lot of these people. Frostbit Blue, KJ James, Little Big Jam, Gridley Page, Red Herring, Rattle Basket,
Rattle Basket.
In Bloom, Flip, Third Base, Vertical Horizon, I've heard of them, Strange Folk, G-Love, and the Special Sauce.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
The String Cheese Incident.
I wonder what happened.
Immoral Fibers, Chris Glenn, Gary Durden, and the Clay Pinups.
What a dumb names in the 90s, right?
Spitfire, Orlander, the Umbilical Brothers, Mo, Buck Cherry was there.
Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry was there. Lit was there.
It was lit.
The Roots were there.
Insane
Clown Posse was there. James Brown, Live, Sheryl Crow, DMX, The Offspring, Korn, Bush.
Of course Bush was there.
Moby, Everclear, Guster, Bruce Hornsby, Ice Cube, The Tragically Hip, Kid Rock, Wyclef Jean, Counting Crows, Dave Matthews Band, Alanis Morissette, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, Metallica, Fatboy Slim, Rusted Root, Godsmack, Seven Dust, Megadeth, Collective Soul, Willie Nelson, Elvis Costello, Creed, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and John Entwistle, who was the bass player for The Who. He was the only one at that one that was at the original Woodstock.
It's like they weren't even thinking about the set at that point. They were just like, fuck it, get all these people together and make them play music.
Oh, and Muse was there.
Fucking Willie Nelson on the same bill as Ice Cube.
Anybody that we named on the same bill as Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah. The 90s was totally a weird time. You got these clown guys spraying Faygo on people, making them all sticky and gross.
Does anyone, does anyone actually listen to Insane Clown Posse, unironically? Like, they listen to it and enjoy it?
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, this
what are they called? Juggalos. That's
yeah,
what they're called.
Those I feel like they do that, though, just to belong to something.
I feel bad that that's what they fell into.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like you, at that point, you've given up.
Yeah, I feel bad for them if, I get it, everyone has the need to feel like they're part of something or, belong somewhere, but
that's why religion exists.
Juggalos.
Yeah, I don't understand
That's a bad choice.
It's a good choice.
You know what we forgot to do last week?
What?
We did not check in on our good friend Matt Lauer.
Oh, God. Let's see what he's doing.
And those fucking cicadas.
We really didn't have the opportunity just due to the fact that a lot was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Antonio, it was his birthday this past week, so everybody go watch his episode and tell him happy birthday.
Yeah, make him happy about being alive another year.
Yeah, buddy.
So, let's see. Do we have any? Okay. trying to find some news on this guy. It seems like he's given up.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, like, let's see. I mean, there's really... Honestly, he's just going through the divorce settlement with his ex-wife after she found out, you know, that he's been diddling people at work.
That he was actually a piece of shit.
He was a diddler. She found out he was a diddler. And that's not okay. It's not okay to diddle.
No.
Unless, you know...
Can't do that.
Dude, the only time that you can diddle someone and get away with it is when they're alright with it. I've come to realize that.
Yeah, but at that point, is it diddling?
Well, yeah, you're still diddling. Diddle, 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 diddle.
Yeah, but I thought that was, like, exclusively for underage.
Oh, like perverts.
Or rape. Yeah.
We got ourselves a diddler? Okay, I see where you're coming from now. Yeah, makes sense. But, Matt Lauer, the diddler, will get and lose in his divorce settlement from estranged wife Annette Roque. We didn't even know that he had a wife.
I knew he was married, but I didn't know, like, I didn't know he was getting divorced about it.
And I quote, "It's over. Annette Roque officially filed for divorce from estranged husband Matt Lauer on July 9th in the Suffolk County Court in New York. Nearly 2 years after Lauer was fired from the Today Show for alleged diddling at work." I've personally never diddled at work. I've thought about it, and then I just walk away.
Oh, well, that's smart. That's a good move.
I'm like, whoa, diddle time, and then I'm like, wait, it's not 7 p.m.
Say that?
Yeah, I say it out loud. I'm like, diddle
Diddle
time.
time.
And then everybody looks at me like, oh my God, I hope he picks me.
No, do they?
Yeah. Wet and wild. But anyway, a source tells us, the magazine, not us, the former couple of 21 years will split their properties. She'll keep the Hamptons horse farm. Sorry, they have a horse farm in the Hamptons.
They're just farming houses. They just have a bunch of carpenters that live there. Just a bunch of carpenters and electricians.
No, man, they get a house seed and they plant it.
Oh.
And yeah. Then the house starts to grow.
Yeah, because my idea was retarded.
Yeah, dude. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? You know how houses are made.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Ground up. You right. You right.
You got to take care of the seeds, you know, and make sure they grow into a full house.
You got to water
A
them.
full house.
Bob Saget.
He beat his wife, but 21 years, and they're gonna split their properties. She's gonna get the horse farm, and apparently he is gonna get their New Zealand land. So he's just gonna get a piece of shitty New Zealand land.
What a first world
I know.
problem, though. Like, oh, well, I guess we'll just split the houses that we have.
And the horse farm.
What do you want, the horse farm or the probably really secluded, cool place in New Zealand?
Oh, you don't want New Zealand? You want the horses? That's fine with me, bitch. I'll never see you again going to New Zealand.
Because of Red Dead Redemption 2, though, I have a newfound love for horses.
Me too.
Like,
They're a good time.
I'm going to get me a horse.
See, the former model, his wife, who's 52, is also going to get a lump sum of around $25 million from the disgraced NBC host. Why do people hate this guy so much? He just grabbed a titty or something. Like, what's the fucking big deal? I mean, yeah.
That's all it was.
He just grabbed a titty or two. Or maybe a couple.
Or 8.
Maybe an ass or two.
I think it was multiple people.
Maybe touched a dick or something.
I don't think he did it to anyone.
Let's find out. Did Matt Lauer grope men? Let's find out. Google. Did Matt Lauer grope men? Let's see. Find out, Google, did Matt Lauer grow up men? No, that's not what I said. I didn't say grow up men. I gotta fucking fix this shit now. Grope men. Matt Lauer, former NBC's Today host, sexual misconduct allegations. Let's see, we'll go into them. Let's go into them. See if we can
We're
find...
gonna get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah. Let's see what he did. Let's see who he diddled. Oh, wow, he diddled a lot of people.
I told you it was more than one.
Matt Lauer is one of 263 celebrities, politicians, CEOs, and others. No, I don't want to view the accused. I want to view the people that he groped. I want to make fun of them for my amusement with my good buddy here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Several women told Variety they complained to executives at the network about Lauer's behavior, which fell on deaf ears given the lucrative advertising surrounding Today. NBC declined to comment. For most of Lauer's tenure at Today, the morning news show was #1 in the ratings, and executives were eager to keep him happy. So, I mean, pretty much, due to the fact that they were #1 in the ratings, Matt Lauer just got to go around groping anybody he wanted to. Imagine having that job.
Nice.
So, want to hear some jokes? Or do you want to do your Florida man thingy?
We'll do the Florida man thing, and then,
Yeah.
because Seth has been working on some jokes, because he is working on a comedy routine.
See what we're going to do? I'll read one joke, he'll read another joke. I'll read one joke, he'll read another joke.
I'm just now learning of that plan. I thought it was just Seth doing comedy.
No. These are jokes, bud. And we're going to read them.
All right, well, we'll do Florida Man, then we'll read some jokes.
All right.
So for Florida Man, July 14th, Florida man was plotting to burn his Jewish neighbors. Police say a Florida man who was facing eviction was planning to set his building on fire and burn Jews.
Somebody already beat you to that, man.
72-year-old Walter Stolper
Of course,
is
his name
charged with attempted murder after detectives found 28 containers with gasoline and explosive materials inside his storage unit. News outlets report that police acted on a tip Thursday night and found Stolper in the parking garage of his condominium complex, moving 2 plastic containers of gasoline. Police say they also found gasoline-filled containers in the garbage chute dumpster and discovered artifacts with swastikas and books of Nazi ideology inside his residence.
You know?
In a tweet, police said Stolper was triggered by an upcoming eviction and was angry with his Jewish neighbors.
Yeah, something tells me, though. Something, just because of what you read to me. Something tells me that guy was a little racist.
How'd you get that?
I don't know. Something to do with the swastikas. Fucking.
Let's see. Oh, well, that one's depressing. I don't even want to read that one.
What does it say? I'll read it.
Well, Florida man's sentenced to 70 years in prison for raping a 1-year-old.
Okay, yeah. There are some lines you just don't cross, even on this show.
Raping kids
is not okay.
Is one of the things that we don't talk about.
I'm not going to make fun of that at all. I'm not going to make fun of it. I'm not touching it. No pun intended.
Let's see.
Now, there was one. Okay. Wish you could find the one where that dude killed that chick with the Bible.
This one is just, Florida man looks to warn public about panhandler who rejected job offer. So, I'll read that one. We'll see what's going on with that.
I was going to panhandle last night. Keep going. I was.
A Florida man is looking to warn the public not to give money to a panhandler who he said rejected his job offer. According to Fox 13, Ryan Bray took some time to stand at an intersection in Manatee County to warn drivers not to give money to this panhandler. Bray, oh, there's an ad. Bray, who works for his family's remodeling business, said he has seen the same group of panhandlers at the intersection before and wanted to do more than just give money for a temporary solution. He offered one of the men a job paying $15 an hour full-time for yard work, along with help to get off the streets. He reached his arms inside my vehicle, resting them, and he said, "Hey, do you have any money?" I said, "No, but I can offer you a job." And he said, "Absolutely not," and walked away.
Well, all right. One thing I got to take away from this. Bray. That guy sounds like a real asshole. Doesn't he have a job to do?
Yeah, why weren't you at your job, dude?
Yeah, what's your deal?
Come on, man.
Offering jobs to the homeless. Then what the fuck?
Like,
You think you are?
yeah, who the fuck do you think you are? Offering jobs
To the
homeless people.
Fuck you.
Let's see. July 17th, Florida man ties up wife's lover and cuts off his penis.
Whew.
So,
It's a little one-sided.
this one, authorities say a Florida man held his wife's lover at gunpoint and cut off the man's penis before fleeing with the flailing appendage.
No way. He took it with him.
News outlets report 49-year-old Alex Bonilla was arrested hours later on charges including aggravated assault. The Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office released a statement Tuesday that said Bonilla broke into his neighbor's home Sunday, tied the neighbor up, and mutilated his genitals with scissors. Deputies say the victim told authorities that Bonilla then took the severed penis and fled across the street to his own house.
What's he gonna do with it there?
Deputies say the motive still is under investigation, though an arrest report says Bonilla caught his wife and the victim having sex in May. The victim was hospitalized.
Sounds like some cutting edge stuff.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see what we had going on for the 18th.
Sorry.
Florida man carjacks an elderly man but could not drive his stick shift.
Sometimes plans just don't work out.
Let's see. A man was arrested in Florida after attempting to steal a car from an elderly man. The reason he was unsuccessful, he didn't appear to know how to drive a stick shift. The incident occurred Tuesday when an elderly man left his car running with the keys in the ignition while he was putting his walker into the trunk. According to the sheriff's office, a man later identified as 25-year-old Jalen Alexander allegedly attacked the elderly man, slamming the hood of the trunk on his chest. Alexander is accused of then getting into the man's car, locking the doors, and trying to drive away. After stalling multiple times, Alexander left the car and took off running. The elderly man told authorities he believed the reason Alexander stalled was because he did not know how to drive a manual transmission. A few minutes later, Alexander allegedly stole a car from a healthcare clinic across the street where a woman had left her car running while she went to get her mother from inside. Deputies say they chased Alexander, eventually catching him across town. Alexander is charged with carjacking, battery on a person aged 65 or older, and grand theft auto of a motor vehicle. It is unclear whether he has formal legal representation at this time.
I don't know. The way his luck's going doesn't sound like it.
Probably not. It's going to be pretty hard to be like, well, I mean, he only did that because he loves America. You know, like
he's trying to save the world. One old man
see.
beating at a time.
July 19th, there are two articles. The first one, Florida man posed as housewife to lure unsuspecting straight men into his home and letting him perform sexual acts on them. So, let's read more about that.
Florida sounds like a cool place.
Florida man posed as a housewife to trick unsuspecting straight men into letting him perform sex acts on them while he secretly videotaped the encounters to later post online. Brian Dunamositer, I guess I'm not saying that right
seems
at all.
legit.
Of Homestead, was charged with 2 counts of illegal interception of oral communication and 3 counts of record-keeping violations in connection with the website Straight Boys. The Miami Herald reported, citing a law enforcement document. Brian allegedly ran the website, which featured straight men being tricked into accepting sex acts from gay men, according to the newspaper. The straight men were blindfolded and wore blacked-out goggles and appeared to believe they were with a woman. Brian is accused of posing as a real heterosexual female in Craigslist ads to try to lure men into a home near his Homestead Reserve Air Base, U.S. Homeland Security investigators said. When the men asked for assurances that there are no cameras, he assured them that she's married to someone in the Army and she would never photograph or video them. In actuality, however, Brian is video and audio taping the entire sexual encounter. The man is believed to have run the Straight Boys website for 4 years. The website had more than 600 videos before it was taken offline. It's unclear how many victims there actually were. He was charged with unlawful sex with a minor earlier this month. Police said officers found Brian with an underage boy who had been reported missing at a Homestead hotel. Brian reportedly admitted to drugging and having sex with the teenager.
So, I have a question for you, Jordan.
I don't know if I can answer it, but all right.
All right.
If it's about that.
Yeah, it is. It is about that. If you show up to a house and get blindfolded, and then you're like, by the way, sweetheart, what's your name? And they're like, my name's Debbie. Don't you think that's kind of your fault?
Well, maybe he had like a feminine voice.
Or maybe a pitch shifter.
Yeah.
My name's Debbie.
So, so this next one, Florida man kills his girlfriend with a Bible, tells police she was the devil. And this is coming from the website friendlyatheist.com.
Brings me joy.
It's called friendlyatheist.com, and all I did was click on the website to read the article, and now the website is asking to send me notifications.
Absolutely not. Fuck off.
Not doing that. Web tip number 742. Never allow a website to send you notifications, no matter what the website is. Let's see. Leslie Staney, a 40-year-old man originally from the Caribbean island nation of St. Lucia, was arrested for beating his girlfriend to death using a Bible. Was it the King James Version?
I hope so. If not, I don't want to hear about it.
Police say Staney, who was charged with second-degree homicide and the killing of Crystal Phillips, claimed that the devil was inside his room. Police say they found the body of Phillips on the floor alongside a pipe, a frying pan, and a bloodied Bible. He also told police he hit the devil with a Bible. Authorities said that once inside, officers found the body of Phillips on the floor. A large pipe, frying pan, and a bloodied Bible were discovered near Phillips's body. Police also found a foreign object in Phillips' face. Investigators said Phillips suffered blunt force trauma and was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect told police that he had sex with the victim the night before, then went to sleep, believing she had left. He also told officers he believed there were demons inside his room. I mean, sounds legit.
I would.
If there is a demon, what better way to get rid of it than with a Bible?
Beat it with a Bible.
All right, let's see. For today, July 20th, Florida man says he went bananas and shot out utility workers' tires.
I went bananas, man. I'm sorry. You know what happens when I go bananas.
All right, a man admitted to police he went bananas and opened fire on utility trucks in order to stop them from leaving in front of his home. Jorge Hove, 64, who confessed to firing as many as 18 shots into 2 AT&T work trucks and allegedly fired one at a worker, was released straight from jail on bond Thursday without having to go before a judge. One of the utility workers from a short distance away recorded with his cell phone as Hove, a retired firefighter, went ballistic, upset that the trucks parked on his front yard and driveway did not move quickly enough when he asked them to. On the video, you can hear a worker calling 911 as Hove fires over and over again into the trucks, loading his high-powered revolver a total of 3 times. Somebody is up in the bucket right now, and they can't come down because he's shooting the truck, one of the workers told 911. Arriving police reported that they saw Hove fire at the man in the bucket at the top of a utility pole. Hove was booked on multiple counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. Police report says that he told detectives that he went bananas and wanted to stop the workers from leaving, which makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't.
If he was mad because they didn't leave quick enough. So if you don't leave when I tell you to, you're not leaving at all.
Yeah, like, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
I have a revolver with your tire's name on it.
Hours after being arrested Wednesday night, Hove bonded straight out of jail without going before a judge. AT&T workers near where the shooting occurred were aghast to learn of his unconditional release. That's insane and hard to believe, said AT&T worker Michael Martin. He wasn't the only worker that felt that way. That doesn't seem like it makes much sense, said worker Jeff Reardon. I think maybe a psychological evaluation should be in order.
No. He just went bananas that one time.
Police have put an item on Hove's arrest record, directing that he have a bond hearing before a judge, but they didn't. The department's spokesman, Sergeant Carl Zogby, declined to discuss specifics as to why police did not ask that Hove appear before a judge before being released. It was a bondable offense. That was our decision and our detectives' decisions, Zogby said. Had Hove appeared in court, a judge could have attached restrictions to his release, including a requirement that he surrender all weapons he might have. But since that didn't happen, he can keep the weapons that he currently does have. No one was home at Hove's house throughout the day Thursday. The door went unanswered and there were no cars in the drive, but he remains free somewhere. That's crazy, said AT&T worker Reardon, shaking his head.
Man, it sounds like AT&T doesn't really get too fazed by anything. Man, that's crazy. He didn't get arrested?
Damn.
Son of a bitch. I thought for sure, after endangering my co-worker's life and shooting live rounds into his vehicle,
that he'd be arrested. I mean, that's what happens.
I've got an idea now. Apparently, all you have to do to fire rounds at vehicles is say you were going bananas. So anytime we do anything fucked up,
just say you went bananas.
We were going bananas.
And if it's the first time you do it, you're probably gonna get out of jail.
Yeah.
You're gonna bond yourself out of jail because you went bananas one time.
After the third time you go bananas, though,
that's when they start saying, "I don't think it's just bananas. I think he's got other fruit thrown in."
Apples and bananas.
I went peaches and tried to shoot my neighbors.
I went peaches.
Dude, I went full on mangoes last night.
Man. That's so stupid. Dumb.
Oh, dude.
I love it.
You know what drives me papayas?
What drives you papayas, brother? You know what really grinds my kiwis? You know what really grinds? You're fucking stupid. Oh, man.
Not only did I go lemon, I went lime as well.
They go together. They do, man.
He went double crazy.
You went Sprite, bro. You went full Sprite. Whenever I get mad at work, I'm going to be like, dude, I'm going full Sprite. No one's going to know what I'm talking about.
Except me.
Unless they watch this.
That's true. Hopefully, they do.
You want me to start this off?
Yeah, how many jokes you got?
I got a lot.
Holy shit.
You can just tell me when you want to stop, though. I mean,
no,
they're real
that's
short. So, I'm going to start it off, and you just read the next one, and then we'll just,
All right.
God does answer prayers. However, it'd be even better if you learned to pick up the fucking phone every once in a while. And try to get a hold of that guy for years.
All right. So, just a disclaimer, I have no idea what these jokes are. So, Jesus had a respawn time of 3 days. That's pretty impressive. I couldn't do that.
I couldn't either, brother. I don't feel bad.
Oh my God.
Alright. A priest and a rabbi walk into a bar, and they don't even notice each other. Sometimes that just happens.
That it? Okay. I've never been able to write a good Jew joke because I'm not a fucking monster. I just want to burn them.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
The Florida man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Having a heart attack is the most aggressive thing you could ever do to yourself. It's your own heart attacking yourself.
Okay, you did tell me this one.
Yep.
So I'm going to read the next one after that, too.
Okay.
I've never been touched by an angel, but I do have 2 creepy uncles with really specific fetishes. There's never been a better time to pretend that you're crazy and go bananas in America.
America, go bananas.
Double points if you're in Florida.
Oh man, that was bad. When someone opens up a conversation with, "I was walking in the woods," I always assume they're going to confess a murder to me. Never happens though, and it's always a letdown.
Sometimes I look around at all these trees and think, wow, look at all this possible paper.
Look at all this. Wow. That's a lot of it. Let's see. Yeah. People always think death is a bad thing. Just think, when you die, you're not going to have to hear about, well, anything. It'll be great. And if they burn your corpse, even better. Ashes to ashes, bitch.
All right. I really do hope there's beer in heaven, because I've only been on Earth for 23 years, and that's basically been what's killing my boredom. I don't even want to think about an eternity of sobriety. That's forever.
That's forever.
Okay.
That would suck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Forgot about this one.
Alright.
I think if Jesus does come back, he's going to be real upset with the Roman Catholics. Try beating his ass this time. You can't fade a ghost, you Roman piece of trash. You can't fade a ghost.
You know, I'm surprised that the Roman Catholics still worship Jesus. Wasn't he like in his 30s?
Oh yeah. I was hanging out with a Catholic last night. It was pretty fun. They know how to drink.
You posted that one on Facebook, so I'm not... Did you post it on Facebook?
Which one?
No, you texted it to me. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I've never voted, but I've jerked off so many times that I'm pretty sure I know what it feels like, and it's not worth the drive.
It's not worth it. I've never gotten a tailored suit because it just pissed the tailor off. My body looks like God ran out of Play-Doh and had to throw some shit together real quick. Everything is disproportioned, and honestly, I'd have been better in the trash. But you know, God knows best.
It's even better because, like I said, I've heard like 2 of these jokes, so I'm reading them out loud as I'm hearing them for the first time.
Yeah, that's great. It's the best way to do it. This is just an observation.
I always look like I'm on crack, but I've never smoked it. I just look like that. It sucks.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass when somebody walks up to you and they're like, you know where to score?
The stereotype, man. Just
There are so many options in this world. Some good, some bad. Sometimes you choose the bad options, and they're just as good as the good options. That's why I drink hard alcohol.
Thinking ramen noodles is a meal is the reason I will die before everyone I've ever met. Oh my god.
Ever notice how you can listen to the beginning of a song and that's where it starts? Whoa.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
KFC has been under fire recently for releasing the Cheetos chicken sandwich. My only question to America right now is why wouldn't you enjoy a Cheetos chicken sandwich?
Yeah, what's the fucking deal? Pull the stick out of your ass. I hate to say it. There's no joke here. I hate saying the word it. Oh.
All right. And now we're going to end the episode with a little fun.
Yes! Oh my god, I've been waiting to do this since
we're going to since the last time we did it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little Mad Lib.
Wiki wiki. I don't know why I did that. That's not appropriate. Wiki wiki.
Let's see. There is a Foo Fighters Mad Lib.
That sounds fun.
Let's
Looking
see.
for the sky to save me.
Hold
Looking
on.
'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home and learn to fly. Really fucking love that song. Hear that?
Let's see.
Someone gave me the best, the best, the best.
All right, we're gonna do a Romeo and Juliet prologue.
Yeah, suicide.
Oh no, that's not enough words to come up with. The Walmart difference. All right,
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right, so I need a verb.
You need a verb?
Yeah,
Running.
I guess just run.
Yeah, run.
All right, adjective.
Frothing.
It's frothy. Plural noun.
Bobs.
Like the name?
Or bills.
Bob's. All right. Another adjective.
Green.
Verb ending with ing.
Running.
Verb.
Bleed.
Bleed.
Yeah. That's a verb.
Number.
69. Of course.
Adjective.
Hairy.
Okay. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Person, place, or thing. Buildings.
Plural noun.
Trucks.
Plural noun.
Planes.
Plural relative.
Relative.
I guess that's
Aunts.
actual relative. All right. Aunts. Adjective.
Bitchy.
Adjective.
Snarky.
And plural noun.
Plural noun. Gardens.
All right. This is the Walmart difference. Come run at Walmart. where you'll receive frothy discounts on all of your favorite brand name bobs. Our green and running associates are there to bleed you 69 hours a day.
Oh my God.
Here you will find hairy prices on the buildings you need. Trucks for the moms, planes for the kids, and all the latest electronics for the aunts.
That's stupid.
So come on down to your bitchy, snarky Walmart where the gardens come first.
Where the gardens. The bitchy, snarky Walmart. I wrote a joke about Walmart, actually.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Last joke?
Last joke. All right. You ever notice how the world's always just so vibrant and full of color? So many colors in the world. And then there's Walmart, where no matter how bright those fucking lights are, it's still dark.
And they never have more than 2 lines open.
Yeah, that's also another thing that I'm sick of. That's why I go to Aldi's now.
I think everyone's heaven when they die is specific to that person. My heaven would be Walmart with full lines.
My heaven would be Walmart on fire.
My heaven would be no Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. Just go back in time and stab Sam Walton.
Just Dollar Generals.
Scarface him.
All right, guys. Well, as you can see, we had no guest. It was just us.
Yeah, raising a little hell.
So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.
We sure will.
Bye.